Hi, I'm Raul Sanchez, and this is our Sports Talk Radio. I'm here with a couple of analysts, and Jordan Griffith here, and Jeremy Chaitin.
How are you?
Alright, so we're gonna talk about the different sports like the NBA, the MLB, and the NFL. So we're gonna start right now with the NBA and the NBA draft, and I'm gonna ask Jordan, who do you think got the best taking in the first round of the NBA draft so far?
Well, I'm going to have to say the Minnesota Timberwolves, just because they had 4 picks. They used all of them on guards, but they got Ricky Rubio, who's the number 2 prospect in the draft, supposedly. Johnny Flynn, he brings good leadership to the table, and I think the Timberwolves need that. Ty Lawson, but they're going to probably trade him to the Nuggets to get something out of that. And then Wayne Ellington, who's a solid player.
Good thoughts. Well, Jeremy, what are your thoughts on the best so far?
Well, I agree that Minnesota did very well in this draft, but I'm going to have to go with Golden State, taking Steph Curry. Steph Curry averaging 28.6 points per game in last season with Davidson, and he's a very versatile player. He's got a shot, but I think he could be a team leader, and with them packaging away Jamal Crawford to Atlanta, that was a big trade talk, and it actually happened right before the draft, and that would be a great fit for Golden State with Monta Ellis and Andres Biedrins, and that's going to be very good, and Golden State's a team you got to watch right now.
Oh, well, I agree with you guys, but it's pretty obvious if the Clippers take the number 1 player in Blake Griffin that they're going to be very good. Well, let's talk about the MLB now. Obviously, the Philadelphia Phillies and the Tampa Bay Rays made the World Series last year, but what are your thoughts on who's going to make it this year, Jordan?
Well, I think from the NL, it's going to be the Dodgers because I think they're clearly the best. Because of even without Manny, they're still one of the best teams there in the MLB. Then when they get Manny, they're so much better. They have no one bad in their lineup. Like they got Loney, Ethier, Manny when he gets back, and then they're pitching side with Billingsley. So I think they're going to run away with that. And then in the AL, I think I'm going to add the Red Sox just barely beating the Yankees into the World Series because I think they have a solid lineup. Ortiz is starting to come around. They got Euclid and then Pedroia and with solid pitching.
Okay, and Jeremy, who do you think is going to make the World Series in the MLB this year?
Well, I think in the AL, I'm going to agree with Jordan and go with the Boston Red Sox, obviously with their strong, powerful lineup and great closer in Jonathan Papelbon. So usually they have a great pitching staff and they can win many games in the playoffs. Also with playoff experience, obviously winning 2 titles in this decade, and I think that they have a great lineup right now, like Jordan said, with David Ortiz, Pedroia, and Euclid. And for the NL, I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia Phillies. They have a strong lineup. When Raul Ibanez gets back from his injury, he will be a very strong player to that team, and they'll probably rally up because the Mets are very injured right now, and they also have good pitching, and they'll be in the World Series.
Good thoughts, but I don't think the Phillies, with their home record, I don't think they're making the World Series. But let's move on to the NFL. In the NFL, there are some trade talks about Brandon Marshall, and I was just wondering, Corey, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, Brandon Marshall reportedly wants out of Denver, just like Jay Cutler. He wants out, and funny because he might be going to the Bears and be reunited with Jay Cutler. And another talk was the Cleveland Browns. Obviously dealing with the Star situation, they're going to need a receiver, and they'd have to package away their playmaker Joshua Cribbs and a future draft pick. So I think his best bet's probably going to be reunited with Jay Cutler with the Bears.
Oh, and Jordan, my question for you is, there are a lot of big-name quarterbacks in the NFL now, but there's 2 big rookies in Matthew Stafford and Mark Sanchez, and I was wondering, what do you think on their playing time this year?
Well, Stafford being the number 1 pick of the whole draft, I don't think he'll start the first couple of games. I think they'll give it to Cole Pepper just because I think he won't be good at first, and the Lions need to win games. They didn't win one last year, so yeah. Stafford, I don't think will start until at least 4 games into the year. And then Sanchez, I think, is better than Kellen Clemens. And I'm sorry about that. And I think Sanchez is just better than Kellen Clemens, and he'll get the starting job to begin with.
Very good thoughts. And now is the portion of our show where we have a guest caller, and every time we have a guest caller call in, and today we're gonna see who our caller is. It might take a little while, but let's wait for a call. They usually ask us a question and Jeremy here and I might throw in a couple words. Well, looks like we have a man. Hello. Can I have your name, please? Yeah, this is Raul from Sports Radio. How are you?
With all the big names being traded in the NBA, which one do you think is going to have the biggest impact on their teams?
Well, that's a very good question, Jimmy, and our analyst here, Jeremy, is going to answer that question for you right now.
Well, Jimmy, I'm going to have to go with, well, actually there's many choices because Shaq going to Cleveland obviously gives LeBron a target to pass to in the post, also defending against Dwight Howard and big guys like Kevin Garnett and Kendrick Perkins and possibly Big Baby Davis. And with LeBron, he can also have another target, like I just said. And San Antonio getting Richard Jefferson is a huge thing. But I'm gonna have to go with the Orlando Magic getting Vince Carter, and because Vince Carter is a versatile player, he can pass, he's good with the catch and shoot, good off the pick and roll, and Haiti Turkoglu leaving the team, so I guess I gotta go with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, Jimmy, we're still here. Okay. Well, you must have heard Jimmy. You must have heard Jeremy's thoughts on the radio, but I'm gonna have to go with Vince Carter getting traded to the Magic because the Nets really clear up a lot of cap space, and clear their cap space for 2010 with all the All-Stars coming in. And the Magic get another big player. They're probably going to lose Haiti Turkoglu, and in order to fill his role, they have Vince Carter now coming back with Jameer Nelson, Dwight Howard, Rashad Lewis, and Vince Carter. You're pretty much unstoppable. But thanks for calling, Jimmy. Thank you a lot. Oh, well, that's going to be our show for today. So remember, I'm Raul Sanchez. This is Jordan Griff, and this is Jeremy Chaitin.
And we'll see you another time on YouTube.
Yeah, have a good day.